5 starts now.
We start with IT Mate. A former daycare worker is facing 43 felony charges for child molestation, child exploitation, and child pornography.
Police say he worked at a now closed daycare in Brownsburg. IT Mate's Cody Fisher was in court today when the charges were read and talks with a lawyer for the victims.
According to court documents, photographs found on Gabriel Garner's phone that are time-stamped and GPS stamped showed that the child molestation and child exploitation happened inside of a classroom here at the Main Street University for Kids in Brownsburg. Tearful parents filled the Hendricks County courtroom that cameras were not allowed into. Garner, appearing via video call from the jail, was bent over with his head down as the judge read all 43 counts out loud.
The parents are feeling absolutely blindsided, devastated. This has been the worst 48 hours of many of their lives.
It is a tragedy, it is heartbreaking, and it is disgusting.
Police identified 6 child victims. They say there is evidence that Garner was taking photos and or videos of him engaging in sexual acts with some children under his care. In November of last year, a family came to the owner and manager of the daycare with concerns after their 5-year-old told them Garner made them touch him inappropriately. Court documents say the owner convinced the family nothing happened because it wasn't caught on video. Police only started investigating because another teacher at the school filed a report with the Department of Child Services in April of this year after more concerning behavior by Garner. Police are looking into why DCS was not contacted earlier.
That is, a mandatory reporter requirement from the daycare, so that is part of an active investigation.
I think the worst part is that it could have been stopped far easier and far earlier than it was. This man was identified as a possible perpetrator more than a year ago. If someone had stepped in then, if this had been properly reported to the Department of Child Services, this situation likely could have been avoided.
I went to the home of the owner of the daycare to ask about this case, but nobody answered the door. 3 of the charges against Garner are linked to incidents on January 8th of this year, which is after leadership was told about concerns in November and before a teacher finally notified DCS in April. When questioned by police, court documents say Garner was laughing and smiling when asked specifics about what happened.
I just believe it was just all nerves. He realized he had been caught, and there wasn't a lot to get around.
Garner was an employee at the daycare from February 2021 to April of this year. In court, the prosecutors said they found a letter written by Garner to his parents, where he said he tried to commit suicide several times last weekend before being arrested on Tuesday. Today, the judge gave him a $600,000 bond and set his trial for July. In court, the prosecutors said that they anticipate filing even more charges in the future for what happened here at the daycare. Reporting in Brownsburg for IT Mate, I'm Cody Fisher for Wish TV and WishTV.com.